Alright, once again, it's the Barnes Howard hunting team here. Me and Amir here, we're going to take apart this Mossberg 590 from our boy WW3. He know who he is. I don't want to say his name fully. Alright, so we're going to give you an overview of the gun. Alright, Mossberg 590, 12 gauge shotgun. Alright, here you have your thumb safety. Alright, you add a little light on the subject. Alright, trigger. Alright, your heat shield. Alright, we're just going to take it apart, show you how it comes apart. WW3. Alright, alright. First thing you want to do is take loose this lock. Actually, you want to open your action about halfway to the halfway point. Alright, open your action to the halfway point. Take loose the locking nut. Alright, once you take that off, you want to remove the barrel. Alright, let's remove the barrel. We're going to lay that to the side. Alright. After you do that, now what you want to do next, you want to take loose this trigger housing. You want to take loose, just knock out this little pin here, push it out. Alright, finish pushing that through. Alright, you lay that to the side, you don't lose it. Then you take the trigger housing, you see the back end here, you pull up from the back end first and pull it out. Pull it out of the back end because it got little grooves here and this is held on in there. Alright, you want to be careful if you have the Mossberg 500 or Maverick 88 because these are, you know, like plastic or something. It'll break and then the gun is junk. You want to remove your little clips here. Alright, as you can see, this gun has been well oiled. Alright, make sure this is dead center here. You pull this plate out, lay that to the side. Now you want to take this completely off. Alright, you lay that to the side. Next, you want to slide your bolt right on through so you can get that nice and cleaned up. Alright, get it cleaned up and well oiled. And now you have an empty gun. Alright, an empty shell. Alright, now you just reverse the procedure to put it back together. So what you want to start is you want to slide the bolt back in. Make sure it fits right into the grooves there. Make sure that bolt slides right back up in there. Alright. Next, you want to add this back on. Alright. A little tricky. You make sure this is lined up inside. And you're placing that back on. Alright. Like I said, it get a little tricky at times. Alright. Line that up nice and like so. As we see, there's always a trick to it. Put it back out here. Alright. As you can see, nice little trick to it. Alright. There we go. Now, you want to take this plate, put the plate back in here, but make sure this is nice and lined up. the bolt, the plate. Make sure everything lines up nice and even. Okay, that's lined up nice and even. Next, we want to slide these back into place. As you can see, you can tell which goes where because this has the little notch right there on it, and you got the hole for the little notch. So you make sure that's lined up perfect. Went right into place, went right in. Then you line this one up. Now you come back to your trigger housing, line it up. Alright. Then you take your pin, put it back through. Just gotta maybe maneuver it around a little bit. Okay. Now that's seated, nice and seated. Next, like I said, you keep this about halfway. Take your barrel, slide it back over. Slide it back over. All right, then you take your locking nut, you lock it back. Make sure it's just hand tight. Close. All right, and there you go. That's a disassemble and reassemble the Mossberg 590. Now, believe it or not, the Maverick 88 and the Mossberg 500 comes apart basically the same way. All the parts look identical, but there's some differences with the Mossberg 590 versus the 500 and versus the Maverick 88, but they all come apart and reassemble the same way. Hope you learned from this video. Hope you enjoyed it. All right. If you have any comments, hit us on the email. We'll gladly respond to you.